The Rose of Sebastopol by Catherine McMahon. Narrated by Josephine Bailey. Copyright 2007 by Catherine McMahon. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with G.P. Putnam Sons, a member of the Penguin Group, USA, Inc., and was produced in the year 2009 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Part 1. Chapter 1. Italy, 1855. We arrived in Narni late on a Sunday evening. Although the door to the Hotel Fina was locked, the driver roused a servant who stumbled out with creasy shirt-tails, brought in our luggage, and showed us to a bedroom smelling of unwashed feet. Nora took away my cloak and bonnet, then I snuffed the candles and lay down. A man was shouting in the distance, perhaps the worse for drink. Instead of sleeping, I rode through the night as if still in a carriage, jolting over badly made roads across the plains of Italy. Eventually I heard a clock strike 5, and the rumble of a cart in the square outside, and I fell asleep to the sound of women's raised voices and the clash of a pail against stone. When I woke, a blade of sunlight sliced between the shutters, and it was nearly mid-morning. Nora was standing over me with a breakfast tray and a letter from Mother, which I didn't read. None of the clothes in my portmanteau was fit to wear, being too crushed, so I put on my travelling dress again and said we would go out at once. In the lobby I struggled to make myself understood by the proprietress, who was dressed in black and whose mouth was pulled down at the ends as if from despair, but when I showed her Henry's address she drew us a rough map. Narni was an ancient town built near the top of a hill, and the Hotel Fina was at its centre on a little square. What with the cluster of women round a fountain and the confusion of streets and shop fronts, there was no telling which direction was the right one, so we set off at random up a flight of steps and under an arch. The sun was very hot, the street oppressively narrow, and our travelling clothes too heavy, so we stopped under a shady porch while I consulted the map. A cluster of children formed around us. I gave one the names, Via del Monte, Signora Critelli, and he set off back the way we'd come. We recrossed the little square, and this time plunged into a steep street with the houses built so close on either side I could almost touch them. Washing of the most intimate nature hung from balconies or were suspended like dingy carnival flags from wall to wall. I was surprised to find Henry lodging in such a poor quarter. Eventually the child paused in front of an open doorway where there was a smell of wet stone and flowers because someone had just watered a pot of narcissi. I hopped.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?